Hi, I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow. Check us out at ketochow.xyz.
And I'm Chris. I'm also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, we have a few products that we created to make doing keto easier. Our main product is a meal replacement shake mix that you can customize to fit the macros that work best for you. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are awesome.
We do this daily live stream to keep you updated with all our Keto Chow happenings and to help us be accountable and stay on track. We're grateful you're with us on our journey.
That's right. So happy Saturday, everybody. I'm wearing my orange shirt,
Pumpkin!
mostly just to annoy Miriam. Um, and well, pumpkin spice caramel is on sale right now.
Yeah, we still got a couple
Right.
days, a day,
It's 20% off.
2 days. Because it
Um,
changes on Monday.
Early Monday morning. Then we'll announce what the new one is. Kelly says good morning.
Good morning.
So happy Saturday. Kind of had a lazy Saturday so far.
It's been nice.
Haven't even gone downstairs. I'm assuming the kids aren't dead. We'll see.
I heard a couple of them.
I heard the chickens. I should probably turn off the alarm at some point.
Yeah.
Looks like I already did that. Monica's says hi from SoCal. Angie Rojas is on.
Hi, guys.
Lori says good morning, and so does Sarah.
Hi, Lori.
And Rachel's on too.
Sarah and Rachel.
Rachel Summer. So yesterday I planned to do 3 keto chows. That didn't happen.
How did that work out for you?
Well, so Miriam and I decided to go to Lucky's, which is a grocery chain. From what I understand, they're affiliated with Albertsons. Anyway, but we went there because they tend to have very low prices on meat.
It kind of feels like Winco.
It does.
It's like a...
Stacy said, I heard a couple of them.
Yeah.
We have several of them. So yeah, we went to Lucky's, and because they tend to have very inexpensive meat, and it's been very difficult to find meat at like Sam's Club and stuff like that. And
It's not been very difficult. It just hasn't been a good price, and there hasn't been very much.
No, I went to Costco, and there was essentially nothing.
Oh, well, you didn't come.
But all of that was there was sausage.
So you got.
I did tell you that. Yeah, I did. I
it
have
didn't go into my brain.
Okay. Anyway, so we went. Jason says good morning, and Shauna says good morning as well.
Morning.
Anyway, we went to Lucky's, and they did not disappoint. They had full on like the big prime rib roasts with the bones in them for $4.99 a pound. It's like, okay, how many of these do we get?
How many can we fit in our freezer?
Problem is they're like $70 or $80. The good thing is at least they're not $150 because they did have that exact same cut, but it was prime instead of these aren't even graded. I'm not even sure these are choice, which is just the USDA, like how good the meat is. Usually it's a measure of how marbled it is, but with a prime rib, it's kind of like it's all marbled anyway. So,
but you were saying it's $150 at Costco.
Yeah. Shelly says glitching bad. I've got 0 drop frames, so it might be Shelly. It might be on your computer. Try switching over to YouTube. That might work better. Nan says good morning from Tennessee.
Morning.
Anyway, so we got a bunch of prime rib, and we got a lot of pork shoulder, and we got a lot of chicken quarters.
And they were 49 cents.
49 cents a pound for legs and thighs.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Smoker. So we got 2 bags of that.
Yep. And a lot of it went into the freezer.
Loin.
No, we got
pork chops.
We got pork chops. We got pork shoulders.
Okay.
And those are in one of those cryo pack, the big, thick, like vacuum sealed bags. Mm-hmm. The thing is huge. And those have a best buy date of like June 8th. And for that matter, so did the beef tenderloin.
Nice.
And so a lot of it went into the freezer, a lot of it went into the fridge, and all of the prime rib went onto the smoker last night. So, well, actually, it was last night. It was about 5 o'clock. So the way that I make prime rib, I smoke it until it gets to an internal temperature of around 120 degrees. Oh, before that, I took the bones out
and put them in the Instapot.
Yeah, I ended up giving them to the chickens.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh, that's okay.
they're gonna eat it. Chickens that eat beef make the best eggs. Yeah. Anyway, so I cut it up into smaller pieces because, and we'll get to that in a second, because it also smokes better. Um, but I put it into the smoker in the smaller pieces. Got it up to about 120 degrees internal temperature, and then last night I took them out and froze them.
Oh, you did it last night?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I just actually threw them onto a cookie sheet and stuck them into the freezer.
Oh, you still need to put them in the bags.
So this morning I'm going to vacuum seal them, and I didn't vacuum.
Slice them first.
No, you don't want to slice them first. So you wanted them in the biggest piece that can fit into one of those vacuum bags.
Okay.
So
they're pretty big pieces.
Yeah, they're still pretty big. They're still like
it's like
3 to 5 pound chunks of steaks.
They're like this big.
And so those are going into the vacuum bags. And the reason for that is we're going to put them into the sous vide. The sous vide is this funny stick thing that goes into a big thing of water, circulates water around at a very specific temperature. You're able to cook stuff at a lower temperature for a long time, so you get really, really tender beef. You can take the cheapest cut of meat that you can find and turn it into cuts with a fork. Like, it's not falling apart like pulled pork falling apart, but it's still, it's up there. Anyway, so and I froze it first because I've tried to vacuum seal hot meat. It doesn't work. All you do is suck out the juices, and
it doesn't. Well, we've had it work. It just was really difficult. You had to stand it up.
Well, and it doesn't really work. It doesn't get a good seal, and so you end up with water getting into the bag, and then it's like your meat's not salty.
And that's sad.
Anyway, so those will all be going into the freezer, and then anytime Miriam wants prime rib, she just has to give me
3 days in advance.
48 hours notice, because then I can put them into the water thing, and that'll thaw it and cook it the rest of the way and get it perfect. So, and we bought a bunch of ribeyes, and so that's what I had for dinner.
Oh yeah, that's what I had for dinner too.
So, finish the story. I meant to do 3 keto chows yesterday. Instead, I had a keto chow and a bunch of ribeye steaks.
You had 2 ribeye steaks.
I had 2 ribeye steaks because I was hungry, and
they were delicious.
What better thing to eat than a bunch of ribeye?
Sam ate almost a whole one by himself.
Shauna says, chicken that eats beef makes the best eggs. Yes, it does.
Yes.
Well, and the thing is, chickens, okay, they're little velociraptors.
They're hilarious.
And we actually have given them raw beef before, and they had no problem with it. They love
raw beef.
They love anything. They will. You can hear it if you listen really closely.
One of them's laying. You can hear it.
Anyway, probably really happy that she laid an egg. I don't know. It's like, check this out. Look what I did. But yeah, they'll eat anything and turn it into eggs. They're almost as amazing as pigs that will take anything and turn it into bacon.
So, they also eat dirt and rocks.
The chickens, they will. And
in fact, if they don't get enough sand, then they
will die. We had 2 of our chickens die, and the most likely cause was they were not getting enough sand, and they asphyxiated on grain or whatever. So
sad.
Sean says, each Wednesday I clean out my fridge for my coworkers' chickens. Now, there you go.
That's a good idea.
Do be aware that you can't give chickens anything with mold in it. So it still has to be like edible sort of thing. Stacy says, hey, I hate rocks, Moana. Let's see, Shauna says, all the meat I did yesterday. Burger, chicken tenders, couple of steaks I got at Lucky's here in California, 5 for $25 sale. Ooh. It's just me with a fairly small freezer, but I'm good for a month. There you go. Bring it on. So, and we were kind of concerned because we were, getting low on meat. And most of the kids, even the ones who aren't doing keto, tend to not complain very much when we have a lot of meat. So, Shauna says sand equals chicken fiber. Just about. It helps them, break up the seeds, grind it. That's what the gizzard is for. And if you don't, a guy I was talking to said, you know how you see pigeons on the side of the road pecking? Like they're not trying to get seeds and stuff. They're actually getting the sand to put into their gizzard. So, okay. Chickens are cool though. They're really fun to watch. I had no idea that they were going to be that much fun.
Yeah.
Like you're just sitting there eating dinner and they're like chasing each other back and forth and just doing chicken stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, I
it's
think
chicken
they're super
TV.
fun too. Audrey showed me a video yesterday that Haley took of her chasing Lillian, and she was just
Lillian's a
following
chicken.
Lillian around, and Lillian was just going around the coop over and over, and Audrey just kept following her, and they just were going in this
So
circle.
who was
Like,
entertaining
no
who?
else. It was funny. I think she thought maybe that the door would open and she would just magically be able to escape inside.
I
She
don't know.
kept walking around the coop.
Shauna wants to know how many children.
Oh, we have 6 children.
We cheated though,
We
not by
have
design.
Yes, we did not cheat. we we cheated in that
cheated.
we had a set of twins, which
Yeah.
is half the pregnancies
Yep.
for twice as many children, and then we had a single child, and then we had a set of twins.
Because we're like, you know what was fun? Twins.
Let's do that again.
And then we had another one because at that point we actually had good insurance.
Yeah. Well, also we wanted them.
Yeah. The best advice I ever heard for how many children should you have is keep having children until you have the last one.
Yes.
And you'll know when that is. And no one can tell you when that is. So we had children until we had the last one. And every once in a while someone says something like crazy like, it seems like someone's missing. I'm like, no one is missing. The only people missing now are our grandchildren.
Yes. They are not available yet.
Patty says hi.
Hi,
and
Patty.
waves.
How are you?
So let's see. Keeping with my schedule of what I'm supposed to be doing is putting the pork into the smoker today.
Okay, is that for dinner tomorrow
It could be.
or today?
So it might be for dinner today because with the pork, I should just smoke it, and then shred it. So because it's on bones,
Oh,
it's not the sort of thing that it's
oh, it's those big wonky
Yeah.
looking ones.
the big giant. It's got
Well,
giant
we smoke
bones.
it on a lower temperature, then it's more tender.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually should probably get it into the smoker fairly early
Okay.
if we're gonna have it. Shauna says, "Bonus! Kids are so cool. We like them. We're gonna keep them.
Yeah,
We have 2 of them that we're hoping to kick out of the house pretty soon. We're hoping we'll leave on their own accord when they're ready.
We're
But
hoping that they're not gonna, not get jobs because there's no jobs to be had, and
that's
there's
true.
not. Yeah, we'll see.
Sarah has a really good question. Been thinking about investing in a freezer. Would you recommend a chest or an upright? Okay.
That is a good question. We do not have an upright. I've been thinking about getting
upright
an
freezer.
upright for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We have a chest freezer. And the thing that I don't like about the chest freezer is you have to get everything out to get to the stuff at the bottom. So when we got our half a cow, whenever it was, I just filled the whole bottom with ground beef. Like
Yep.
this section is the ground beef section. And so by the time we get down to the bottom, at least I know the only thing in the bottom is ground beef. So I'll have to dig out to get ground
Okay,
beef.
so that's
but
why you would not want
that's
a
why you
chest
do not
freezer.
want a chest
But
freezer.
hold on a second. Is your primary concern how easy it is to get the food out quickly, or is your primary concern the integrity and storage characteristics of the stuff that's in the freezer? If you most chest freezers, now that's a blanket statement, but for the most part, most chest freezers do not have a defrost cycle. The way that the defrost cycle works is it heats up, vaporizes the frost, and it drains out. So your freezer is going through very tiny freeze thaw cycles
Mhm.
when you have an automatic defrost.
Which is what is in your regular freezer.
Yeah, most freezers these days, unless you get one that like develops a ring of frost everywhere,
that's broken.
have a defrost cycle. The defrost cycle will cause freezer burn and formation of ice crystals like inside of packages because of the whole freeze thaw, freeze thaw. Now it's not that big of a deal unless you're stealing. Why did I say stealing? Unless you're storing stuff for an extended period of time. So if you are, say, for instance, buying a half a beef and you're getting all the packages and you want to put them into a freezer and it's going to take you several months to get through that meat, chest freezers, if you can buy them, that's one of the problems right now.
It's hard to get them.
Yeah, everybody bought all the freezers, at least around here. But a chest freezer or an upright that does not have a automatic defrost will give you the longest storage possible with less freezer burn and stuff like that. It's old school technology, but yeah. Anyway, I'm actually pretty kind of opinionated about this because yes, it's a pain to get down into that chest freezer, but the stuff that's in there
It's frozen.
especially if it's like vacuum sealed, it's not going anywhere. Like it will last almost indefinitely, at least as far as we're concerned. So
Unless it breaks down.
unless the freezer breaks down. But here's the thing about the chest freezer. Okay, number one, well, we've got this ring of ice around the top that's going to keep stuff cold in the event of a power.
Do.
Yeah, we do. It's small. It's not too bad. And defrosting it isn't that bad. You unplug it for a couple hours. Most of the stuff that's down below is going to stay completely frozen, and what's going to happen is the ice that's on top will get soft, and you can just chip it off. Most of the time, it just pops completely off, and everything's fine. But in the event of a power outage, as long as you keep that closed,
Yeah,
it'll last several days.
The other thing about an upright freezer is if you have a big old piece of meat that's frozen on the top shelf, you're trying to jiggle stuff around and it falls on your foot. That's gonna hurt.
Oh my gosh, yes. Sarah said no one is missing. Yes, no one is missing. Jonathan, my best friend, moved from California to Wyoming 2 years ago. Most of her food traveled in her chest freezer with dry ice. Made it a 3-day trip. They sealed it with tape too.
Perfect.
That would
Yeah.
absolutely do it. Because yeah, so chest freezers, they're just designed to hold in the cold. They work really well. So yeah, it's old technology. It's kind of the chest freezer that we're using is one that we bought.
Buy that.
It was
First
17
anniversary or second anniversary
or so. It was such an investment. Like we scrimped and saved to get that.
And it's like kind of a little one, actually.
It is a little one.
Well, I
but it fits right in the little.
Three times the size. It does. It fits perfectly.
Yep.
But
we would have to really rearrange the garage to make anything,
yeah.
or stick it in the basement. A lot of people do that.
We could do both.
Rhonda says, "Good morning, Dennis. Still have boxes? Have the old style chest freezer. Could use some organization." Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, huh?
Stuff in the boxes. Deb says, "Morning from North Carolina. Happy Saturday, Keto Chowers."
Deb.
Sarah says, "Perfect, thank you. I'm thinking I'll opt for a chest instead. Freezer burn is my biggest concern, and thought I would love the easy organization." Well, and you can find uprights, I think, that don't have a defrost. My parents have one that it either doesn't have a defrost or the defrost is broken.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while the fan ices over. And my dad had to like go in there and like take everything out. I'm like, why do you guys have all this stuff in here? Some of this stuff is like from before you went keto. Why do you still have it in the fridge? Well, the kids. Yeah. Anyway, we are hoping actually to do graduation portraits with my dad today.
Yeah, I think we are going to. Audrey's getting her dress. Well, maybe anytime soon.
Oh, was she going to go?
Prom dress. She's going to go grab it.
Do you need to send payment with her, or was she?
Yeah, that's probably why she hasn't got it yet. I have to give her money. What? Her money? Because she only takes a check.
Oh, the lady only takes a check?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, anyway, we'll do that. So we're getting her dress, and we'll figure out. That's what I'm going to spend my day doing, is senior portraits. We're calling this really cool wedding venue that has a greenhouse with all these really pretty plants inside. And hopefully get in today.
That's
if not, we'll schedule it for another day. Yeah, or we'll go over to a couple different locations we have to look at.
Colleen says, "Hi, late as always.
Hi, Colleen.
Welcome."
I miss you. How are you
Um,
doing?
so my day today is going to be smoking a lot of meat.
Hmm.
Um, I'm thinking I'm probably just going to do a carnivore day. We'll see. Miriam wanted eggs and bacon and
Yes.
sausage.
Well, I was going to do a 36-hour fast, but if you're going to do all that meat, then maybe I want to eat some of it fast tonight.
Huh?
Do 24.
Maybe.
Could do 24.
Oh, we have a fast coming up tonight.
That's right. That's why I was going to do 36 because I was just going to go a little
That's right.
earlier into it.
Okay.
But we
Just-
should probably do that pulled pork.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there was a comment and it went away. That was weird.
You dwell in darkness without me and it went away?
Oh no, it's Sarah's. It doubled it up. Stacy says thumbs up. Tom says morning from Maryland. I second the chest freezer. Okay, so Miriam was talking about Le Jardin. I guess it's French though. But anyway, fun fact. I used to do wedding videos.
Yeah.
That was how we got our supplementary income back in the day. I'm really glad I don't do it anymore, but I did several wedding videos at Le Jardin.
That's a pretty place.
It is a pretty place. I've done it they have a bunch of different venues. What's really funny is the parking lot of Le Jardin well, they share a parking lot with a funeral. And it's all right next to a cemetery. Yeah.
So you can go get cemetery pictures taken at the same time.
So Le Jardin started, it was the Rose Garden. They have the Rose Garden at Le Jardin because they make floral arrangements for the funeral home, and they turned it into a greenhouse. And then they're like, hey, if we just change some stuff around, we can turn this into a wedding venue. It's like, and now they're probably like,
why did we do that?
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Shelley says smoking meat is an art. It is not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Let me couch that as I totally just poked myself in the nostril. I was trying to scratch my nose. So I used to use a vertical propane fired smoker, which actually worked really well, but it required a lot of
babysitting.
So the propane was difficult to get to the right temperature. I actually had to get what was called a needle valve. It's like you have the adjustment on the front of the smoker. I had to get a special propane tank control thing that allows you fine adjustment. And then I had to modify the pan, and you'd put chunks of wood into it, and then those would smoke. And it did a fantastic job.
Yeah, we'd have to babysit
until it burst into flames one day when we were making ribs. But
it's because it wasn't cleaned properly.
Yeah, it had a lot of creosote.
It didn't catch our house on fire.
It did not catch our house on fire.
We got lucky.
And so I got a pellet smoker, and the pellet smoker is insanely easier to use.
Yeah, I can use it.
You set a temperature and walk away. And this one happens to have a Wi-Fi connection, so you can change the temperature on an
So he wakes up in the night and checks on the meat.
Like, yep, still going.
Still good.
And the one that I got has a 40-pound hopper. You can put 2 full bags of pellets into there.
And it's cute.
I guess, but...
It has horns.
Colleen says, I love using my smoker. Thought it was going to be so complicated. Oh, Shelly has the green egg.
Ooh, nice.
Those things are crazy. They're like all this cast iron and what's it called? Ceramic, and they're insane. But get good results. But yeah, the pellet smoker has been one of the better investments we've made. That was my Christmas present 2 years ago, right? Or a year?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago.
18. Mm-hmm. I got my Christmas present for myself, and Miriam helped me put it together early.
Yeah, like Thanksgiving time. And then we didn't use it because you were eating.
I bought it on Black Friday.
Yeah.
And then right after I put it together, I did the 100 days of only Keto Chow. So it just kind of sat there. Except occasionally I made food for you guys that I did not eat. Anyhow. Okay.
Which is why you don't need to do 100 days of Keto Chow, because somebody's already done it. If you want to reset, you don't have to do that much.
You don't have to do that much. I did it because it was an interesting experience to get a lot of good data, and it was totally worth it. Angela says, "Are you still losing weight? Or are you happy with your current weight and health?" No, I'm not happy with my current
We are
weight.
still losing weight.
I'm actually happy with my health, but and that's why we're trying to do either 3 meals of keto chow or just 1 meal a day. So far, changing that, and we changed that at the beginning of the year. That has stopped the gain, and I don't know. You're trending down, right?
Yeah, finally. The stress hasn't helped.
So,
I've
and
been sitting mostly the same thing for a while.
the main thing for me, and I think Miriam will agree, is snacking. Snacking is so bad.
Well, and we're eating all good things,
Just too many of them.
and it's all keto. Everything is keto.
Mhm.
And we're pretty strict about what we're having. Like, we don't let a lot of really bad ingredients in. We're really good keto stuff, but just too much of it is not good.
Yep.
And now we're all in timeout in our houses for how long?
Yep.
So it's like right in our faces. So I think that's the problem. We've been kind of stalled.
Yeah, Angela,
Self-sabotage.
let me show you this. Nope.
I also have that. I'm not going to show it to you because you can see it just by looking.
There you go. So yeah, when I was doing the 100 days of keto chow, I actually lost quite a bit, but then it crept right back up. So I'm trying to get back down to that.
Well, and the thing is, like, I think there's so much we have to address. Emotional eating, stress, and different things that come up in your life cause problems. And sleep is a huge one. If you're not getting enough sleep,
Also keto cupcakes.
then you're going to be stuck. Yeah. And so I think, trying all these new treats all the time and everything is, not super healthy for me, because then I'm like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this.
Miriam keeps saying, "Did you not snack today?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then,
Did you not snack today?
then-
I didn't snack today.
Did you not snack today? I was pretty good.
I was better.
Might
I
have had some
win.
Lily's chocolate.
Stupid.
Angela said, "Do you have any different vitamin or electrolyte recommendations for a big person versus a petite person?" Most of the vitamin recommendations they don't differentiate versus once you hit adulthood, the recommendations are generally about the same. Electrolytes, that just
Varies per person, which you want to just play with it, take a little bit more and listen to your body, and also only change one variable at a time.
What are you talking about?
If you're trying out one product, don't try out two products. Try out one product.
Yeah. And we see that all the time when we go to the keto conventions.
Yeah.
People will be like, "Well, I think this stuff is working for me, but I'm not going to test my ketones because
I just ate 5 more tables of stuff over there."
It's like, well, although we did have a guy who was a type 1 diabetic.
We've had multiple type 1.
With a continuous glucose monitor, and they're like, "I'm not eating anything today except I'm going to try your stuff." And then the next day they'd come back and said, "Well, my CGM said it was fine."
Show us their It's happened multiple times, not just one guy.
Yeah.
We had a girl at Breckenridge. We had 2 people at Breckenridge that first year.
Oh yeah.
That was who.
Yeah, I remember yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway, it's just been really nice to see that data and to know that we're trying to help people, doing good things. So.
Rhonda says she's been doing a lot of exercise and the scale has been going up, but she's been losing inches.
Ooh, your calves look good.
Gain muscle. Scale is a liar. Especially for women, that is so true.
The scale is horrible.
Women have a higher amount of human growth hormone, especially, and we'll take a husband and wife or whatever, and they'll go on keto at the same time, or just a man and a woman go on keto at the same time, doing the same stuff. The man will like drop 5 pounds over a week, and the woman will be like, "What the crap, dude? I haven't lost any weight at all. The scale hasn't moved, but her pants are fitting better." And she doesn't have as much inflammation. She doesn't feel bloated. All of a sudden, things are getting looser. And especially for women, especially when you're first starting off, take measurements.
I've never done that. How long have I been doing keto?
Well, you started a long time ago, though, and you forgot to do it when you first started out.
Yeah.
Another way to do it is have pants without elastic waistbands, and you will be able to tell that you're losing inches. There's the Holderness family on YouTube has a really funny video where it's like quarantine. The one lady is teaching herself about getting
It
back
just came out like
into
2 days ago.
getting back into the world now that the quarantine is going, and she's like, and these. The lady's like, what are those? These are pants. They don't have an elastic in them. No, they have a zipper and a button. Well, how am I going to put those on? And, and then she's like in a meeting, she's like on her phone. She's like, this is not a Zoom meeting. I can see your phone. No, you can't because it's out of frame. What? And then she's like eating pretzels and
It is really funny. I'll tell you the name of it.
anyway. So Sarah says,
Oh, Quarantine Queen. Oh, that's the song.
that's the song.
Yeah.
Sarah says sleep is the biggest issue. Oh my gosh, I did not get very much sleep last night. I don't get enough, and no matter how clean my keto is, my weight will creep up. If I get a nap or proper sleep for me, then I drop the weight. Challenge accepted. I'm going to try to do that. Angela says I just tried the pumpkin spice caramel sample and may buy the 21-day bag. It's 21 meal bags, just to be specific, by the way. Tastes amazing, and I really like it. That's what's on sale this week up until Monday morning. Bright and early Monday morning, it's 20% off. Then a new flavor will go on
I
sale.
can't find it. Anyway, sorry.
Shauna says, I started last September Keto Chow at least once a day and always breakfast. I'm a type 2 diabetic on long-acting insulin, but my insulin has dropped from 43 to 11 units.
Yay!
Wow, that is
That's
amazing.
Awesome.
That sounds like a terrible lifestyle.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's not sustainable at all.
You can't eat anything.
It's so
No
expensive.
fun donuts.
So expensive to do keto.
You look like a 2-year-old pouting.
We get that
I know
all the time.
what my kids
People are
look
like, oh, keto's so expensive. It's like, well, not if you're a type 2 diabetic and you just cut your insulin by 3/4. Anyway, we better get going because the kids.
We need to see our kids.
Yeah.
Get those prom dresses and take pictures.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do today. Also, I'm going to get the sprinklers going.
Oh, good idea.
We have secondary water here in the river.
Haley would like your help with the hoses. I think she wants to do it herself, but kind of really wants your help.
I did those hoses before, and
I know
it's such a pain.
I think just do it with her. Have her do it, and you can say, "Oh yeah, you attach it like this."
Okay. Donna is getting her order today. I was really excited to start. Colleen says, "Have an awesome day." All right, well, we're gonna take off. Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody.
You guys have an awesome day too.
And here is the new Rapunzel commercial. Bye-bye.
Rapunzel!
My prince!
Having a hard time reaching my goal weight.
My prince and I are doing keto, but he keeps falling off the wagon.
Turns out, I'm a stress eater.
Please, no! I have a family!
There are more of you? Oh no.
Oh! I keep falling. Out of ketosis. And meal prep takes time I don't always have. And I hate it.
And on keto, when you don't pack a lunch, takeout is your only option.
It's fine, babe. I got this Dragon Burger protein style.
It's not fine. There are hidden sugars and carbs in there.
Oh man, this is hard.
Keto doesn't have to be hard. Just use Keto Chow, the magical meal replacement that makes keto easy. Each delicious shake provides 1/3 of your daily nutrients, meaning it's more than just a snack. It's a complete keto meal.
Wow, I'm full. And I didn't even eat the children.
With Keto Chow, prep takes seconds. Just add the fat you want, Keto Chow, water, and shake. And before you know it, you'll be getting rid of the fat you don't want.
Ooh.
So if you want the benefit of keto without the hassle, click to order your Keto Chow starter bundle today. You'll get 6 delicious keto meals with our most popular flavors and a free blender bottle. I wish I was free from this freaking tower.
Soon, darling.
No, wait! Ah! 1 serving of Keto Chow provides you with all the protein, vitamins, and electrolytes your body needs in a meal. How does Keto Chow hold up against 4 leading competitors?
My love, how your sweetness pleasures my lips and tingles my tummy.
You shall not pass my taste test!
Keto Chow won in both texture and taste. Keto Chow comes in over 20 delicious flavors like chocolate, raspberry cheesecake, salted caramel, and more. Seriously, over 20 flavors. That's almost the same number of suitors I've had.
What?
Nothing. Keto Chow has sold over 8 million meals and has thousands of 5-star reviews like these. Keto Chow helped me reverse my pre-diabetes and eliminate my sleep apnea. Keto Chow satisfies my sweet tooth without the guilt. Once upon a time, you clicked here and we're happy with Keto Chow ever after.
I did it.
I can't believe you're finally here! Oh, I thought you'd be taller.
I know, and I'm wearing heels.
Keto Chow's delicious. Keto Chow is great. It helps your body to achieve a ketogenic state.
No longer in a tower.
While falling to the ground.
Raise a glass and sing the Keto Chow the mess around. Hey!
I'm so healthy!
You look good, babe.
The best.
Who are these people? Who are you?